Metro Boomin want some more. Metro Boomin want more. Metro Boomin want some more. Metro Boomin want some more. Metro Boomin want more, nigga. Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
You work with Future?
Yes.
Waka?
Yes. I know Waka for years.
Okay.
So Future Waka.
So and these are a different caliber of artists that you started out working with. What's the difference? Like, have you it like from when you first started to now? Like, does your beat game need to be stepped up 100%, or did you give them some beats from way back and they was like, yeah, that's dope?
I mean, we've all grew since then. It's different with me. Like, it's not even like I came out the gate or I had a song and just started working with everybody popping. Like, most of the people that popping I work with, I was working with, like, Future wasn't really all the way Future like how he is now back then when I met him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like building, like it's the same thing with like Thug and McConan or anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm still building, you still building, let's just go crazy.
Right.
And then everybody's gonna call you. Everybody, all those other upgrades, then they're gonna call. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question. And there's so many elements of a track, you know what I'm saying? Especially like a Future who does all that, you know, all that sound.
Yeah.
What elements do you produce first?
I usually get a basic chord down or something. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about as far as making the beat or something? Yeah, just like whatever sound or mood is about to go in. So whatever chord is in, then from there I know like everything else just starts just flying. You know what I'm saying?
Now I know this. Listen to your joints that you don't do a lot of sampling at all. You know.
Me and my lawyer talked about that.
Why?
Originally, it was just because just all the hassle from it. You know what I'm saying? As far as clearances and then publishing getting taken on this and that and that. So, but really at this point, I've been sampling a lot more just experimentally because even more than like some money, I just, you know what I'm saying? If it sounds hard, just, you know what I'm saying, music-wise.
So now as a producer, what's your key to making a radio hit? You know, because there's street stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's stuff that radio and the record companies are going to be like, this is it, let's push it. You know, as a producer, what is your key?
As far as these record companies, like, they don't even really know much. So really, you got to show them what's the hit.
For all y'all that don't know, record companies got record reps who sit in a conference room and they listen to the CD and they pick out a certain song that may not be the song that the artist wants to be put out. And there's a lot of cats that don't know the industry part, the recording part, or the mastering part, or whatever. So they're just, you know, but they not even in the streets like we are.
They don't know. They in LA or New York in the office.
In the office, right.
Going to a bar, go home, drive your car. But you know what I'm saying? Like, me, like, I produce, but I'm still out here. I'm in Edgewood at the function. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what people want to hear. You gotta be present to win.
What equipment you first started working with, you know? Like, when you go back, oh, I remember that machine. I remember that.
Man, I've been Fruity Loops since day one. You know, Soulja Boy inspired. You know? Keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I can't even lie to you. But I remember about 7th grade, my mom got me an MPC 1000 for my birthday. You know, played with that a little bit. I ain't do too much with it. I still got it. Actually, I just look at it as like a, I don't know,
like
sentimental.
A motivational.
Yeah,
right.
Like it got dust on it and everything. Yeah, just that and the keyboard pretty much.
Anybody got any questions? Matter of fact, everybody should have questions, yo. Let's take some questions right now.
I got a question.
What's your name?
My name is Chris Osborne. I'm a producer from Memphis 606.
Okay.
And like as far as placements go, like what's the business behind like the placements? Like what, you know, things you got signed or anything? Like what's going on behind the scenes with placement?
Oh man, which Rico is in here, a manager. He's an OG. And all that, he handles all that for me. But basically you'll do your producer decks and your split sheets and all that, but really I've learned like for lesser known, or like even back then when I did the 4 for Alley Boy, Atlantic Records, they sent me a work for hire for it. But that back then I didn't know what that means.
Right.
But basically it's like they're about to pay you this little fee or whatever, and they pretty much own everything else. You know what I'm saying? But they know that they could do that. That people are just gonna sign it. Like, oh, I need this song to come out, all right?
Because it's their first time.
Exactly.
Once again, this is how the industry gets you.
Like even like the first placement, you know, first placement you ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they were doing. They were like
with the that's the first one I ever had to do like paperwork on was that Alley Boy song. You know what I'm saying? And I never even got paid from that song. Now I think about it. Like even the little $1,500 I agreed to for the files, like. I ain't even never really get that. Like, you know, it's a crazy game, but you know, you just gotta make sure your business on lock. Don't seem too thirsty, don't seem too eager, like, you know what I'm saying? Because really the ball's in your court. They need that song bad, or you produce a song that they know is about to generate them millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? Of course they're gonna try to play you with something little, but you know what I'm saying? You just gotta get stiff on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they'll try to have somebody remake your shit if you get too stiff, like, they play crazy.
Wow.
Okay, bro.
Alright, what's happening?
What's your name, man?
I'm Friday. I'm from Detroit. I'm from the Deep Motor. Actually, I ran into him a couple times, but I wanted to ask you, one of the best things in music is when you vibing with an artist. You know, like when y'all feeling that energy in the studio. And I remember watching when y'all were making Skyfall, you and Trav.
Yeah.
And y'all were just vibing. Like, that shit made me feel good. I don't even know why I was listening to that shit. Like, but what was one of your, like, key times where you was, like, one of your favorite times, of, you know, one you can pick out where like, you, when you were just, you and the artist were vibing like that, and that was one of your favorite times. Like, you know any time like that?
That was a good time. You named a good time. But, man, there's plenty of times like that, even for stuff that's not out. Like, I basically like to make music with people who I'm friends with, you know, like on a personal level. Like, of course, I still get in the studio with whoever that I don't even know that well and still do the whole producing thing, like hands-on. Like, I like to be hands-on with everything, but it's a lot easier when you know somebody, y'all cool, you don't even have to make music. Like, we go barbecue, we could go do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you all the way comfortable. So, and you both respect each other's creativity, like, even though I don't rap, you know what I'm saying, you still, like, you respect my suggestions and my ear as a producer, you know, none of, like, the egos or anything. And even if you don't make beats, like, I can still, like Future, like, sometimes I can still respect him sometimes, or take this part of the beat and just move it all the way up here. I can respect that because he knows how to put his together, you know what I'm saying?
Now, speaking of, you know, you like the vibe and relationships, Lil Wayne. Have you,
Never met Lil Wayne.
Never?
Never.
Really?
Never.
So is that because of just timing or?
Timing. I don't really get too eager for stuff. I'm like one of those people, like, I just really focus on, like, what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do and what's in my head. Like, I don't just, like, oh, I gotta do, or what's the name? It's just like, you know, when they call or when they want to pull up or whatever, you know, it'll happen. Like,
now here's something that now I know I've done work with Kanye before. I've met him before. He's like a mad scientist when it comes to production.
That's exactly how Travis is.
Okay.
So I already know. Like,
right. Now I know you've done some. Have y'all been in the studio at the same time?
Man, I've never met Kanye. Actually, I was in LA. And around the same time we did that trophy track, but I was in LA and me and Thug were on the way to Kanye's house because Thug had went to Kanye's house the day before I met Kanye. Mm-hmm. So then the next day we were going back to go over there, and like he stays like 2 hours out from the city. So we're pulling up and we like 5 minutes from his house, and I wake up and we get pulled over, and like everybody we were in the car with, like they smoking in the car and everything. So we get pulled over, man. They pull us out the car. You know what I'm saying? Thug stashed a bunch of shit. He a pro. This nigga, like, he quick, he took an ounce of weed, like, threw it out the window, and then he hid, like, 3 pints of lean. He hid, like, 3 pints of lean, and they stripped his car down, but then they found one, like, in the back seat near me. And, you know what I'm saying? They had us all on the curb. And since the pint was by me, they were about to take me. But it wasn't mine, but I wasn't going to say nothing, but, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. So, you know, he got up. He's like, man, don't even do that. That's mine. But, you know what I'm saying, we had somebody else on board that took the fall for that shit. But after that, and we had a flight like early in the morning, we weren't even like we not even finna go to Kanye house. Like, that just blew everything. Like, we just need to get back to Atlanta now.
Right.
Yeah, like, I don't even want to be in LA.
Questions. What's up, bro?
What's up? I'm Prophet from Lauderdale, but we based out of Miami. I'm with GetThatPaperSon.com. Basically, my question is, as a local artist that you don't know, right? What does it take for you to work with an artist you don't know?
Shit, money, like anybody. I mean, that's just being real. Like, it's so many people all the time trying to do that. Like, it has to be a factor to damn, you know what I'm saying? Or else you just every day.
Yeah, that'd be that one time where the beat goes platinum and you ain't got no contract and no money.
Yeah.
Case in point, I don't care if that's your homie, if that's your brother, if he's a producer and you a rapper or vice versa, put something on paper because it will get ugly down the line. That's just my opinion.
It'll get crazy. You know,
it will get real ugly real quick.
Once they start talking about the checks and who get what and who did what on what, then everybody catch amnesia. So.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? I'm an artist. My name's Sincere the Misfit. Born 606. That's my producer. Manager. So, I had a question. At one point in time, should you start looking for an entertainment lawyer?
At the point where
like till 210. All right, keep going.
Okay. To the point where you start having to do business and sign off on things. Like, I personally, I wouldn't even sign any piece of paper that my attorney hasn't looked at. You know, because that stuff gets crazy. So I wouldn't say just get one and just be paying somebody, just paying them, or you know what I'm saying. But say a placement, something comes across your desk, you know what I'm saying. You can find a referral to like a good entertainment lawyer or something and have them look over it. You know, it might not even be like your lawyer locked in, but you might pay them for this time. Like, I have a lawyer now, like my lawyer, Yolanda Carter. But even before that, like even back with the Alley Boy stuff, like I found a lawyer like for one time to like look at this, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, whenever there's some business going on, definitely that.
That's an old box.
Okay, bro.
So I'm TV Beats from Canada, producer. I just wondered, when you started out, you said you started working out with OJ, like for his projects and shit. Did you like hook him up with those for free to get in?
I actually did. Yeah, I definitely did. You know, just out of the hunger. But OJ's a good dude, and that's my brother to this day. So of course, you know what I'm saying, he will look out for me or like, you know, certain stuff. Just give me money, just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it's about. Like, especially as a producer coming in the game, like attaching yourself to an artist and like building their sound. Like really, you juicing them up. You know what I'm saying? So just take advantage of that. Just like show out.
Yeah, so it's kind of good just to work with them and just
money right away. Don't even worry about money right away because it's like, all right, we gonna both turn up, and when we turn up, we both gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Basically like that.
Hi, somebody in the corner here. Dan, I got you.
What's
your name, yo?
Oh, I'm sorry. Bryson from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And
I grew up in Fayetteville.
Okay.
Oh, St. Paul's. But go ahead.
I know different producers, they have like different etiquettes as far as pay, like before the royalties and all that. I guess the payment up front. You know, what's the proper etiquette as far as that? Because I know some people they will put something down here, then later such and such, or some of them will just say pay me up front before you even start. You know what I'm saying? Because they.
You talking about like, I'm trying to understand.
Like some people, like payment plans and all that, or you know what I'm saying, the etiquette about that, because some artists will take advantage of those payment plans. And
you talking about like independent wise?
Yeah.
Payment plan. As far as independence, like I'll man, you pretty much like an independent person. I'll play them some beats or send them some snippets. Like I was at PatchWerk selling somebody some beats last night. Played some beats. He heard one he liked. He paid for it. And he got the beat. You know what I'm saying? But so you talking about people like taking advantage of like payment plans?
I mean, because like you might be working with someone that you know, and you know they'll give you some type of 5 stars.
Man, you can't, none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ball's in your court. You the producer. Like, they not gonna rap on air. Like, they can't. They need you. So
now, would you probably do, you know, part of the payment plans? Give me this, bop, 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 and then maybe, you know, two points on the, you know, on the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something for the long haul to create that residual.
Some people do that, or like some people hit the inquiry email and be like, yo, let me get a beat at this discount, but I give you this much of the publishing on the record. How do I don't even know you. How do I know it's going to do anything?
Right.
As far as I know, I'm just giving you a discount for something. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that makes sense too, like even in the industry or maybe somebody has a budget, like maybe Ross or somebody will be like,
right,
man, I can't really give you all that or what you wanted, but I give you this much and then just give you this much more on this. And it's like, okay. Because it's really all full circle. When they pay you those advances, like for a beat, like your actual price for a beat, when niggas say they get X for a beat, that's really your money anyway. Like, it just comes out your royalties. Like, it's really just an advance.
So it's pretty much up to the producer's discretion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So they do like free downloads, and then somebody, an artist take that style.
Free downloads what?
So you know some artists they do free downloads because I think from what I heard where the producer that did Trinidad James, Argo, everything.
Yeah, he had this on that Piff. Yeah. I mean, but that's how he was rocking. I mean, it's up to you on how you want to.
It's to producer's discretion.
It's that, yeah. I just rather not. I ain't never really been a SoundClick type of dude, or to have my stuff just on the internet for saturation and download. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep it exclusive and keep it like, you know what I'm saying, sort of rare. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up a second. Hold on. Go ahead, bro.
I was just wondering.
What's your name?
My name's Dom London. I'm from NYC.
Okay.
And I'm a producer and a singer. And I was just wondering, like, what was your favorite record that you produced and like put out and stuff like that? Like, what was the story behind it?
It's a hard one. You know, I'm a real indecisive person. Like, I can't choose one. Anything. I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite food. I don't have a favorite anything. But I can always pick a few. This would be hard, but I know for sure one of them is Can't See Him by Young Thug. And I done work with all kinds of people, but it's just that song. Really with me and the artist, like, I don't really care. I almost say I don't care, but it's not really phasing me how big or whatever you are. Out of all the people, that's one of the my favorite songs. Like, off of the sound of it. Like, I just love that song. I need to play it at my wedding. I've already said it. Definitely gonna play it at my wedding whenever I get married someday. But definitely that song. And you know what I'm saying? It's just also special because we did that song way back before any of this was going for any of us. So that song, it's hard to say, but definitely out.
I just have one more. Like, when you're vibing with Wiz, does he really like smoke OD?
Oh yeah. He gonna walk in with a jar too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just going crazy. You know? Wiz a real cool dude.
Yeah. I had somebody else over here before you. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right, AJ from Toronto. What was your biggest commercial hit? Like, out of all of your songs, and which one did you think was going to be a commercial hit, and which one ended up being the biggest?
Honestly, I think to date right now, Tuesday is about to be like the biggest. Come on, all right. What you gotta say? What you gotta say?
No, let me tell you. I'm
saying like.
Hold on. When I went home. I went back to New York 2 weeks ago. You know, I ain't been back in a while. The minute I hit the Hot 97, got me going.
Every time I get in the car,
Tuesday, like, and they're killing it. And I'm calling back here to my DJ E class. I'm like, yo, E, we gotta bump this in the club next Friday. Yo, I'm emailing my PD. Yo, this is fire. More fire. That joint is, yeah.
That even got me like, I've been going. I don't go to the club too much. I just like to work, but I've been going a lot more lately because it's just fun when it comes on. Like, reaction. And that's part of the reason I do music or even produce is because like I just like seeing people's reactions, seeing them feel good or something like you just did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I just like to go to the club and just watch everybody sing.
That's my ringtone right there. That's my ringtone. Got me going up. Hey, baby, I'm gonna call you right back.
And it's crazy. Like you never know what's gonna happen. Like when me and McConan did that, like you know, McConan ain't had no money or nothing like that. Or you know what I'm saying? And like it's not like I'm putting a situation out there for the record. Like he'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So. And it's just about building with him. It's not like he was a major artist